Most English teachers want kids so much that they get pregnant. My English teacher wanted kids so much she got arrested. This is Mrs. Bubblebath. She's about to get a new boyfriend. The only problem is he's 16 and she's 40. You see, everybody loved Mrs. Bubblebath. She had a lot of favorites, and thankfully I was not one of them. Otherwise, I would have been a victim. One day, Mrs. Bubblebath comes in really sad and announces that she's going through a huge breakup, just like Mr. PJ. She was so lonely that she would invite all the popular kids to come hang out with her after school. And that's how she met Romeo. Romeo was tall, popular, athletic, and 16 years old. So basically, Mrs. Bubblebath's perfect dude. He was also dating the hottest girl in our school, Stacy. Man, I wish I had a chance with her, but I also look like this. So Romeo would always be in her class after school, and get this, instead of spending time with his super hot girlfriend, he would be asking Mrs. Bubblebath for relationship advice. And the crazier part is, Stacy would also go to her for relationship advice, which is funny, because she was about to be the reason they broke up. One day, Romeo came into Mrs. Bubblebath's class with a confession. You see, Romeo loves smoking that Zaza, but his mom found out and busted him for it. And as a trusted adult and teacher, she could have persuaded him to stop smoking, told his mom about his behavior, and put him back on the right track. Instead, she said, "Why don't you come smoke at my place?" And so she took him home that night. And the next night, and the night after that, and this kept happening for months. And nobody knew what they would do at her apartment until one day, everything got exposed. You see, Romeo would always get home late, and his mom got suspicious. She kept asking him where he was and how he got home without a car. And he would always tell her that he had English tutoring with Mrs. BB. She did not buy it. So she kept asking him, and it turned into a huge fight. So big, he got kicked out. And you know what Romeo did? He called Mrs. BB to come pick him up from his mom's house. So when Mrs. BB pulls up, his mom comes out. And instead of talking to her, she takes Romeo and drives him back to her place. At this point, Romeo's mom drives after her and demands Romeo to explain everything. Romeo comes out and confesses to everything. And you know what Mrs. BB's excuse was? He sounded like he was unsafe. I just wanted to...
Shut the fuck up!
She begged Romeo's mom not to call the cops. And can you guess what she did? After his confession, the police launched an investigation, and what they found next is insane. An investigation began when a woman reported to police that her 16-year-old son, assigned the pseudonym Fernando, confessed he had a sexual relationship with his former English teacher. Police say they found approximately 5,000 pages of text between the two. The teen's mother discovered their relationship and reported it to authorities. The suspect is currently free on a $60,000 bond. The school tried to cover it up. They told us that Mrs. BB was on medical leave, but then her mugshot dropped and the school went crazy. After Stacy read the police report, she dumped Romeo in front of everybody. Because how are you gonna date the guy who slept with the chop teacher? But it gets worse. Remember when the police report dropped, they used a fake name for the victim, Fernie. The problem is, we also had an actual Fernie in class, and he was always after school with Mrs. BB. So everybody thought it was him when it wasn't. I remember I sat next to him in math class. You could hear the rumors all across the room. He slammed the desk, stood up, and said, "Fuck school! Fuck all this bullshit! What the fuck?" It was so funny. Imagine the whole school thinks you slept with a chop teacher. I would crash out too. Fun fact, I recently followed her and she got like Ozempic and that BBL, so low-key, I might be interested now, Mrs. Bubblebath. Maybe we could work something out. I mean, I'm 18. I don't know if that's too old for you. If you've ever had a teacher who gave off creepy vibes or crossed the line, I want to hear your story. Drop it in the comments below. I read this stuff. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next video. Stay safe out there and trust your gut. You might be right.